What's up YouTube, Capital G here. Got some really cool replays I hope you guys enjoy. I think there are 3 of them, and these are going to be some pretty spicy OTKs. I'm talking throwback OTKs that you have not seen probably in years. I think that the last time that this was kind of meta relevant was maybe like a dozen years ago. I believe that this deck actually topped 1 Shonen Jump championship. It made like top 8 and then it fell off a cliff and it was never heard from again. I'm not going to spoil what the deck actually is. Some of you guys can probably tell just by looking at the opening hand what the deck actually is, but if you're a newer player, you're not going to know what the hell this guy is actually playing. Now this guy's playing Monster Reborn. I think he's playing like an OCG deck or some deck that it uses like OCG cards, but this deck doesn't run any OCG cards. It is just plain Jane, 100% legal in the TCG. Let me just pause for a minute for a moment of silence for how bad he got wrecked by Monster Gate. I believe he used the Armageddon Knight off Monster Gates and got a Night Assailant, which he then had to summon in defense mode. So that is like a serious downgrade. So he makes Levier to get back his Zephyros the Elite. Then he sets a Jar of Avarice, and I was like, what type of fucking opening field is this? Like, I don't really get. I mean, obviously Dark Arm is not a card you want to summon like turn 1. Maybe he was hoping his Zephyros would die and then he'd be able to, like, you know, maybe drop Dark Arm or something like that, but it's not gonna happen. By the way, if his whole field dies, he can't drop Dark Arm. But anyways, you guys are about to see the spicy OTK. He got the Upstart Goblin, which means this guy has 9,000 life points. Basically, it's a lot of drawing cards and then a whole bunch of equips, and you guys guessed it. If you're in the know, you know that it is the Benkai OTK. I haven't seen this thing in a fucking forever, man. And yeah, this thing is 8,500 attack. If you guys don't know what Benkai is, it's a very old school card. It basically says for each equip spell that is on it, it gains an additional attack. So this guy is 8,500 and he can actually attack 6 times. I actually did the math of how much potential damage Benkai could do if this guy's field was open, and yeah, it's over 50,000 damage with 1 monster, which is pretty fucking insane. And I know it's probably been ages since anybody has seen Axe of Despair see any play. I remember when this card came out in Magic Ruler, I believe. It was actually an ultra rare, so this guy is just gonna get fucking destroyed. Look how much damage he is doing. I like how he tries to save himself with the Jar of Avarice, like, please let me draw Karibo. Let me draw something that will stop this damage. I don't think actually Karibo wouldn't matter. I don't think there was anything that he could have stopped from getting OTK that he could have drawn. He draws Feather Duster. Obviously, that's not going to get the job done. Let me see if I can actually find my my other OTKs. Okay, there's this one right here. And then I believe I've got one more. And it's just really cool because I haven't seen Benkai in forever. Now, obviously, your opponent has to like seriously F up for you to get OTK by Benkai, because the deck is so dependent on getting to Benkai and not just having him, but you actually having like an infinite amount of equip spells. That's why he runs so many of these draw cards like Trade In and Destiny Draw. Oddly enough, Pot of Duality actually works in the day. He runs Cup of Ace, some scumbag shit. Actually gives his opponent 2 draws, but it doesn't even matter because Mage Power. I like how he MSTs one of the equip cards, like that's actually going to save him. Doesn't matter. That the thing about Benkai is it doesn't actually need to get all that big if you don't have any monsters. This guy made a serious mistake. He has 2 copies of Magic Spectre Tempest, but he doesn't have the Tornado. If he would have had Tornado, he obviously would have won, because if you kill Benkai, you will win the duel. Benkai has all the equips on it, and that's pretty much just it. I believe that this is the last one. Yes, it's actually game 2 against the same Magic Spectre guy. How the fuck do you get 2-0'd by Benkai OTK? What year is this? I could see if this was like 2000, maybe 2007 or something like that. Actually, even before that. Maybe if this was like 2006 Yu-Gi-Oh, 2005, I could see getting like wrecked by Benkai then. But come on now. This is 2017. You ain't supposed to be losing 2-0 to no damn Benkai. And look, it just happens again. You thought that he would have learned his lesson from the first game, guys, but once again, he's got the Tempest down there, but he doesn't have the Tornado. Benkai's 5,500 attack. It can attack 5 times. It doesn't even matter that he gets the Volflame in defense mode. Benkai too strong, and actually, It doesn't. Okay, I thought this was one of the cards that gave him piercing, but I think I'm getting this mixed up with like Fairy Meteor Crush or something like that. But anyways, got sent some Benkai OTKs, and I was like, you know what? I don't think I've ever put this on my channel before, so shit, let's go ahead and throw this up there, since, you know, apparently Magispector, I guess Magispector Metaphors are losing. See, that's what happens right there when you don't have Kieran. That's important. If he would have had Kieran, he wins the duel, but Kieran is literally that important. Now you are worse than freaking Benkai OTK. Magispector's unplayable confirmed. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the replays. If you did, leave a thumbs up. Also, let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. These are just for entertainment. Obviously, obviously, Benkai ain't gonna be winning no YCSs nowadays and stuff like that, because it's just way too fragile of a deck. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already.